Hello everyone, this is Chair playing Oxygen Not Included. Putting together a deep freezer, just started the process last episode. So the idea here is I've got an auto sweeper that can access food that's going to be dropped here. I'm going to be dropping food in. So this auto sweeper, let's see. Just trying to figure out. So this auto sweeper is going to have access to here. It's also going to have future here, but the food that's cooked will be here, which means if I put this there, and I very may will, I potentially might be changing things as I realize I didn't quite get this right. I didn't need insulated tiles here, but anyway, let's continue on. So there's two parts to this. One is this is going to be food that's cooked being put in here. The other part to this, I honestly can't remember. Let's just put more of this together, and it might come back to my memory what to do. I think I'm going to take. I'm very close in terms of. I think I did a little calculation. Very close where I need to be for the carnivore achievement. Almost too close. So what I think I'm going to do next time I can get a dupe. I'm going to get my 12th dupe. Just have more dupes that can eat meat. I've got to really make sure I stay on top of this. I do not want to have a cycle where we are not eating meat. And it's going to take a little bit to get this not just built, but actually frozen. Now, how do I might even want, I'm going to be very careful here because I've got this area. I don't want to get rid of nature reserve. That is let's make a dedicated transformer right here. Just make sure that automation line on, instead of pausing, I'll just slow down. Yeah, automation line's not affecting that. That's good. So we're going to connect this to a wire. I'm going to have that go towards this guy. Starting the process digging around here so we can get hydrogen up here, and it'll seal this off. Temperature, let's do minus 40. If it's above minus 40, let this machine run. Basic logic there. Start filling this in with hydrogen. So eventually this will store both ingredients and cooked food. Right now it's just going to be cooked food. Doing good, dupes. Continue on. If that's not enough hydrogen, I may have to pump some in. So while we got that going on, we're also building a stable here for peps. Make some natural tiles. This is going to be my first natural tile. There has been an update since I played, so there could be a couple surprises along the way for me. Maybe there's certain things I used to be able to do that I can't anymore. So just going to wait a little bit for that hydrogen to settle up. I'm kind of thinking I might just need to do this. Make sure we get a good amount of hydrogen in there. Let's do a check on our nature reserve. Still happy. The other rooms look like they exist there. Let's not forget to get some meat. Like that. How are we doing? Barbecue 20,000 actually. Yeah, let's. How long does meat last? Just want to remind myself the next time I print, I am printing a dupe. I could use the help around the base, but in addition to that, I just want to make sure I get the carnivore achievement comfortably. Okay, so there is a natural tile that I've created. So that still works. That hasn't changed. Anytime there's an update, there's always some new things, but they could also take things away. But that's not the case for that particular thing. All right, we're just putting in temporary vent right there. You know what? I'm not even worried about that. Make it easy for the dupes to get over there. So this cooling system is going off. So this block over here, the temperature is going to slowly go down, which is what we want, and to the point it actually is at freezing temperature. Just increasing the amount of hydrogen inside there. That's enough. Destroy that, and we'll insulate. And that's a deep freezer. There might be a couple tweaks I need to make as I see it in operation. I think we're getting idleness, so you know what? Let's pivot over here to some task. Instead of pausing it, I'll slow it down. So we want to clean out some stuff that's there. Going to build some walls and doors like that. Let's see, so we've got, I'm going to just leave these two tiles alone, take that out, and build a door right there. So that is going to be 3 tiles here, 3 here, and 3 here. Any wild plants in their area might get in my way here, so we'll take them out. Lots of barbecue meat. The other thing is I could store my food somewhere else that's frozen. I guess that'd be up here. Or I know it won't go bad. Do I do that? Is it worth it is the question. I'm actually not sure because it is going to take a bit of time to cool this off. System's running, but it's currently 28 degrees inside this thing. This isn't actually going to work well unless we insulate here. But that will close this area off. So the idea, frozen food's going to sit here, and this auto sweeper is going to put it here. It's also going to pick up food that's... Oh, no. No. That can't... I understand what I'm... It can't pick up food because it would cause an infinite cycle. Food would sit there going round and round. No. Okay, so what it's coming back to me. I'm starting to remember. What I want to do is put this guy, say, here. And have an auto sweeper such that... yeah, so this guy cannot access... It's very important. This guy cannot access this. And then I'll put another auto sweeper in, say here. This one can access this, but not this tile. It's coming back to me. Okay. I think that's good, and we'll get rid of that. So this is awesome, except for the fact, as I mentioned, it's going to take time. So the hydrogen inside is getting down to lower temperatures, but the actual granite tile. Now, the reason I did this is that when I put food in, it can kind of go through a very cooling process before it actually lands. Okay, go back. Oh, skill point. Rancher. So the goal, or the rule is going to be, let's see, I'll give you carrying. Rule is going to be no one's going back to the other asteroid until we get the carnivore achievement. So I want everyone here eating meat. Got a constant look at the barbecue. We're good at the moment. Let's get more tables, more cots for dupes, because we're going to be printing someone else soon. I'm actually not sure when this system is going to become effective. The carnivore achievement may already be achieved by then. I'm not sure how long that takes, but we'll see. We'll find out in time. Lots of these new guys. We are no longer going for the locavore achievement. So, oh, well, you know what? We can disable creating harvests of various things that I did in the past because we were desperate with the locavore achievement. No longer the case. We've got lots of food. Maybe I'll keep those for now. I'll keep the mushroom for now. So it's 3 more tiles to go right here. That might be the last. And we'll start putting our pips in there. And then they can increase the number of eggs and overall pips in the world. I may just have... Now, the other thing... This is... Oh, and I put it in a kind of a bad spot, actually, too. But I do think the next thing I need to work on is base cooling. Let's put in a pump right here. I'm going to dig out access here for pipes going in and out. This is going to be brine that we're picking up and putting into a cooling line. To visit the base, I'm going to start just with electrolyzers and this guy here. Speed things up. Yes, this could take a good while, kind of. Forget about that fact. Barbecue meat, 14,000, so we're good at the moment. I'm actually starting to worry a bit more about heat than I am about the pips table. So maybe we will concentrate more on that for short term. All right, 12,000 calories. Let's create a tiny bit more meat. Make sure we've got full stable, 7, 7, and 7. Okay, I'm making a little bit of room for an in and out pipe for cooling. Oh, some harvesting here, which can be disabled. Okay, so we're going to need a pump. So we'll connect into our line there. So the idea I'm thinking of is not just having this pump in there on a one-way thing. Oh, overheat. Oh, I bet I know what that is. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's disable this machinery. Disable auto repair and we'll destruct it. It's just too hot. I could make it out of gold amalgam. I could also relocate it, but I don't have many cool spots. It's going to slow down our deep freezer, unfortunately. I think if I must have some gold amalgam, right? Oh yeah. Okay, for now, I'll build that. But we gotta get our cooling line in here. It's the next priority, I'm thinking. Okay, just need a couple, another set of tiles like that. So what I want to do is have a process of sending water into this zone here for cooling if it's needed. If not, it will just bypass that and just go around and visit some of our hottest spots. So obviously this guy and our 2 electrolyzers. At some point, I was going to say I might want to make this out of gold amalgam, but if it gets that hot, things have gotten really bad. This really has to be the focus, but I also have to continue to watch the barbecue meat, make sure that stays up. Some new eggs are being put in, that's a good sign. Nice thing about meat, these critters, they don't go, they don't go bad. Well, they're not meat. Not until you attack them does the meat actually start to go bad. All right, so at this point, I'm going to look to see if there's a dupe I like. There is not, so I'm going to now save this. I haven't done this in a while. This should be the last time I have to do this. I'm going to go get a new dupe, and I'll be back when I have someone I like. Okay, so after a few reloads, settled on this dupe, and I'm going to call them Cleaner, since they're interested in tidying. That's going to be my 12th dupe. Welcome to the team, Cleaner. I can give them a skill, Baker as well. Actually, Baker's going back to the other world eventually. Give them carrying. Cleaner. Let's give them tidying. Oh, disable, that's right. We can put this back on until things get too hot again for the gold amalgam. But I'm pretty sure we'll get up here. We're going to stop the work over here. This game very much is about building one thing and realizing, I should have been doing something else. And that this is just one of those cases. Continue to attack some of these guys. So we get lots of barbecue meat. Initially, what I'm going to do with this cooling is just throw the liquid into the line and send it around. We'll worry about recooling later. This is just about getting our initial cooling line. That being the case, let's put in a few radiant pipes around key locations. Here, here. Here, here. Actually, maybe I'll give this guy 3. And here. Let's see, just make this out of that. This one's actually probably one of the more hotter ones because it's next to these pumps, so it operates more frequently. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to have it sit on a tile to allow it to interact with that temperature a little bit better. And over here, we'll just do this. So we're going to have one cooling line that goes around, visits these 3 locations. Over time, this is going to go visit other locations to keep the whole base cool, but for now, we just have a smaller set of things we need to keep cool. Oh, let's build this. Make that out of granite. High priority. Restore this. Always looking at the barbecue meat situation. 30. Okay, yeah, let's create. Just pause this for 1 second where I can select a few of these guys. 1, 2, 3. Looking at my hatches, they're a good skill point to be given out. Animal. Let's see, you are one of the dupes from the other asteroid. Okay, just trying to get my head around this. What we're going to do, we'll go in a clockwise order. So we're going to go down like, oops, there we go. Up, down, and then up. And this is going to go towards the cooling area. Wondering if I should have cleared the tiles here instead. Okay, how do I get 2 pipes over 2 pipes? Okay, let's just put it in liquid bridge first, and we'll figure that part out later. Okay. So we want to get this pipe over like this. So we've got, this is going down and this is going up. This is going down. Whoops. Yeah, down. This is going up. To that. To that. This. This, and this. Let's do, before I forget, anything that has a second part, I often do a high priority so I can come back to sooner. Looking at our barbecue meat, let's look at the carnivore achievement. Have we reached 100,000? That'd be 25% of the way. Yes, we have 106. Okay, good. And now we've got 12 dupes. Reminding myself not to send anyone over to the other world. Okay, this is rockets there. Gonna give them improved carrying. Okay, just to flush that liquid out there, how about we create a few pieces of copper? While that is being flushed out in the pipes, we'll continue our construction. There we are, that's been cleared out. So we've got a spot to be able to cross. Just making sure that's not connected in some way. I don't realize it looks good. Okay, so there's that. And it's just a simple matter of getting in. You can see I'm going to have to build a ladder there. Okay, so somewhere we're going to have, do I have the ability to do, let's see, what's the temperature? Where should I put the storage? Because I want to put a liquid reservoir somewhere. Let's put that right here. So we can start filling this up. Maybe we'll make that the priority too, before we finish the rest of the piping. Once we have this filled up, it's just a matter of having it in and out of this. And we'll have our cooling line running. Okay, where are we with barbecue meat? 12,000. Tack. Another one of these guys. Tack them. Let's have a look at this system. What is the temperature here? It's pretty warm. It is pretty freaking warm. But what about, I probably, long term, this I think makes sense. I probably should have made this for my early version much shorter. In fact, maybe I didn't even need tiles for that. But I did it, so we'll wait for that to cool down. Picking up some meat, having it stored in the fridge. So we got some meat in there. I think I took this. I might actually want to get another. I've got Chef. I've removed Baker's ability to use electric grill. I might want to give someone else that ability so we're not relying on one dupe. Okay, so we got new cool brine. Oh, I see some gas masks need to be restocked. Am I doing repairs automatically? I assume I am. Yeah, I am. Let's make one or two more of those. Let's also make sure that restocking is high priority. It is. We'll add another one or two. Temperature is going down. When it gets cold enough, we'll start cooking our food there and having the excess food stored. I believe I will want a fridge located here. As long as that auto sweeper can access it, that's where I want it. Yeah, that looks good. Assuming that needs to access the bottom part of the fridge. Hopefully that's the case. If not, I can move it. Barbecue meat. More, please. More. Let's get more of these. So I see some brine making its way in here. There's a chance that might we might end up getting with a little polluted water. I'm not too worried for the moment. Out of power, so I can see we may want that second transformer. Okay, we are getting cooler and cooler temperatures. Right now, storing excess barbecue meat and other foods in here. Mush fry might be going stale. Probably going to lose that. Not terribly worried. Nice thing is the dupes don't eat all at the same time because of how I have them offset in their schedule. So that may, oh, speaking of which, whoops, Cleaner and Rocket. I've been leaving you there. Let's just slow things down while I do this. Add in a new schedule for them. Oops, downtime. Might want to wait to the beginning of the day to move them over to that schedule, actually. Okay, so we've got more gas masks. So we're filling this up, finishing off this line. So we've got to have both an in and out to this. So we're going clockwise, so kind of go like from up this way, meaning we want to push down. Oops. Continuing to run, but it's getting really warm. Gold amalgam is able to take an extra 50 degrees, I think. Barbecue meat, let's keep pushing that up so we don't run out. Ideally, no meals should be had without eating oh, I didn't realize you click on them, it actually tells you what they're eating. Oh, that's cool. Eating barbecue. Well, that's excellent. And we're getting to freezing temperatures. That's actually not cold enough for a deep freezer, but I think that's cold enough for me to switch out this. So all the cooking now is going to happen over here. Get rid of that. We're even going to get rid of this fridge. And we're going to store meats here. Actually, we're going to put all kinds of things. Everything except for... Actually, I don't know if there's anything I don't want. Let's put all the foods in here. I'm going to have to change this eventually. I remember that much. But for now, if it's a food, put it into this guy. So this guy should be higher priority. So if the dupes put stuff in the food, the auto sweeper puts it in here. That sends it around this loop. So there's some barbecue meat, for instance, that's going to start shuffling around, dropping its temperature really quickly, and being stored right here. Then we have this guy who's going to store just enough barbecue meat that a dupe will be able to find it in the morning, or their eating time. I have another fridge right next to this, but what I want to do is have carbon dioxide in this spot. And I don't think I have a infinite... I don't have much carbon dioxide, actually, at all. Let's get rid of that fridge. Okay, I think we need to finish the cooling line first. All right, let's stop putting liquid in. We should actually have our cooling line going round. Okay, while that goes on, let's just slow things down. Idleness, let's actually pause it then. So I'm going to have a pump for carbon dioxide. It's going to go up to our... Oh, and I'm just realizing kind of past time for this episode. All right, well, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you next time where I'll continue to work on the carnivore achievement as well as the base in general. Until then.